He won battles before they started, by making his enemies think he'd already lost. Around 500 BC in ancient China, a general named Sun Tzu understood something that most warriors missed, that the deadliest weapon isn't your sword, it's your opponent's false belief about your strength. If they think you're weak when you're strong, they attack carelessly. If they think you're strong when you're weak, they hesitate. Either way, you control their decisions. Not through force, through deception, through managing perception. Sun Tzu wrote that all warfare is based on deception, not skill, not strength, not courage, deception. Because if you can make your enemy misjudge you, you've already won. They'll make mistakes based on false information, and those mistakes will cost them everything, while you stay hidden behind a mask of weakness or strength, controlling the game without them even knowing they're being controlled. Here's what most people don't understand about competition. Whether it's business, relationships, career, or actual conflict, the person who wins isn't always the strongest. It's the person who controls perception, who makes others believe what serves them, who hides their real position until the perfect moment. Most people show their strength immediately. They want others to know how capable they are, how much they've prepared, how ready they are, and they think that's intimidating. But Sun Tzu would say that's stupid, because now your opponent knows exactly what they're dealing with. They can prepare, they can counter, they can exploit your known strengths and weaknesses. You've given away your advantage by being honest. But if you appear weak when you're strong, your opponent relaxes, gets overconfident, underestimates you, makes mistakes they wouldn't make if they knew the truth. And when you finally reveal your strength, it's too late for them. They're already committed, already exposed, already defeated. You won through deception before the first real move was made. Sun Tzu watched armies lose because they displayed their strength too obviously. They'd march with banners flying, drums pounding, showing off their numbers and equipment, trying to intimidate, and sometimes it worked. But more often it just gave the enemy time to prepare, to count their forces, to identify weaknesses, to plan counters, all because they wanted to look strong, wanted to be impressive, wanted everyone to know how powerful they were, and that ego cost them battles. Meanwhile, the smart generals hid their strength. They moved quietly. They kept their best troops concealed. They made their army look smaller or weaker than it was. And when the enemy attacked, thinking they had an easy victory, they were slaughtered. Not because they were weak, because they were deceived. They walked into a trap believing they were walking into an easy win. And that false belief was their downfall. Sun Tzu wrote, "Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak." This isn't complicated, this is strategy. When you're actually strong, hide it. Let others underestimate you. Let them think you're not a threat. They'll attack carelessly, lower their guard, make assumptions. And you'll have the advantage because they're not taking you seriously. But when you're weak, bluff, project strength, make them think twice. Make them hesitate, make them overestimate what you're capable of. And that hesitation might save you, or give you time to become actually strong. Most people do the opposite. When they're strong, they brag, they show off. They want credit, want recognition, want everyone to know. And when they're weak, they show it. They look desperate. They advertise vulnerability. They make themselves obvious targets. That's not strategy. That's ego. And ego gets you destroyed. Think about why this works psychologically. Humans are pattern-matching machines. We look for signs of strength or weakness and make decisions based on those signs. If you appear weak, we categorize you as not dangerous. We relax around you, lower our defenses, maybe even try to take advantage. And if you're actually strong but appearing weak, all of that works in your favor. You're being underestimated. Given opportunities, allowed into spaces you wouldn't be if people knew your real strength. That's power hiding in plain sight. There's this story about Sun Tzu being asked to train an emperor's concubines as a demonstration. The emperor thought it would be funny, thought it would be impossible, thought Sun Tzu would fail. But Sun Tzu agreed. He appeared to accept an impossible task, appeared weak, then he turned those concubines into a disciplined unit. And when 2 of them didn't follow orders, he executed them on the spot. Despite them being the emperor's favorites, he appeared weak and compliant, then revealed he was absolutely serious, absolutely capable, and absolutely in control. The emperor was shocked, but also impressed. Sun Tzu had hidden his real nature until it was too late to challenge him. That's the principle in action. Appear manageable. Appear reasonable. Appear weaker than you are. Let others underestimate you. Then, when you need to, reveal what you're actually capable of. But by then, they're already committed. Already exposed. Already in your trap. Now, let's talk about how this applies to your life. Because you're probably doing the opposite. Probably showing your strength too early. Probably letting people know exactly what you're capable of. And that's costing you. Think about your work. Do you show up proving how much you know? Demonstrating all your skills? Making sure everyone sees how prepared you are? You think that's professional, but Sun Tzu would say you're giving away leverage. Now everyone knows what you can do. They can exploit it, use you, or compete with you knowing your capabilities. What if, instead, you appeared less capable than you are? Let others underestimate you, then surprise them with results they didn't expect. Now you have mystery, have leverage, have power they didn't account for. Or think about negotiations. Most people show their hand too quickly. They reveal what they want, what they'll accept, what they're capable of paying or doing. And then they wonder why they don't get good deals. Because the other side knows everything, knows exactly how to handle you. But if you appeared weaker than you are, appeared more constrained, let them think you couldn't possibly afford or accomplish something. They might offer better terms, might give concessions, because they don't want to lose a deal they think is already good for them. Or competitions. If you're preparing for something, do you advertise how hard you're working, how ready you are, how much you've improved? You think that's intimidating, but you're just giving competitors information, letting them know what they're up against, giving them time to catch up. What if you stayed quiet? Let them think you're not that serious. Let them underestimate your preparation. Then, when competition comes, you're way more ready than they expected, and their false confidence costs them. Here's the practice. Stop proving yourself immediately. Stop showing your full capabilities. Start appearing less capable than you are. Not through lying, just through not advertising, not demonstrating everything, letting others make assumptions. And when those assumptions underestimate you, don't correct them. Let people think you're weaker, less prepared, less capable than reality. That false belief is your weapon. Use it. Sun Tzu also taught the flip side. When you're weak, appear strong. Bluff, project confidence you might not feel. Make others think twice. This isn't about being fake. It's about survival. If you're in a weak position and you show it, you get destroyed. People exploit weakness. They attack, they take advantage. But if you hide weakness behind projected strength, they hesitate. They might not attack, might negotiate instead, might give you time to actually become strong. The key is controlling perception. Reality matters. But perception matters more in the moment, because people act on what they believe, not what's true. So, if you can make them believe what serves you, you control their actions. That's manipulation. Maybe, but Sun Tzu would say that's just strategy. Everyone's trying to win. The question is whether you're winning smart or losing honest. Most people choose losing honest. They show their cards, show their strength or weakness truthfully, and they think that's integrity. But Sun Tzu would say that's just making yourself vulnerable. In competition, in conflict, in any situation where someone could use information against you. Giving accurate information is giving away power. Better to give false information that serves you. Appear weak when strong, strong when weak. Keep people guessing. Keep them making decisions based on incomplete or inaccurate data. That's how you win. The ultimate move is making your opponent defeat themselves. By making them think they have the advantage when they don't. They attack recklessly, commit too heavily, expose themselves. All because you appeared weak. And when you reveal your actual strength, they're already destroyed. They defeated themselves through overconfidence you created. Sun Tzu won battles before they started. Not because he was the strongest, because he controlled what the enemy believed about his strength. And that control gave him every advantage. The enemy made bad decisions, walked into traps, wasted resources, all because they were deceived. And deception is easier than defeating someone who knows your real capabilities. So the question is, what are you revealing that you shouldn't? What strength are you showing that should stay hidden? What weakness are you projecting that should appear as strength? Because right now, you're probably making yourself too easy to read, too easy to predict, too easy to counter. And that's costing you in ways you don't even realize. Appear weak when you are strong. Let them underestimate you. Let them relax. Let them make mistakes based on false confidence. Then strike when they're exposed. That's not dishonorable. That's strategy. That's Sun Tzu. That's how you win. Subscribe for more strategic wisdom.